Order in the court. Today's case is the people of Messonville City versus Bailey Jonas Ilson. So Bailey, how do you plead?
I plead, not guilty.
Read the charges, Your Honor.
Okay. Bailey, you're charged of perverted behavior online, attempted murder, assault and battery, and several other crimes. Would anyone like to call themselves to the stand?
I'd like to call myself to the stand.
Okay. So, Aurora Carter, would you like to tell us about Bailey Ilson?
Of course. I remember he assaulted me 2 months ago with a club. And thanks to him I was sent to the hospital for surgeries, but luckily I was recovered quickly. And my final message to Bailey is, I hope you suffer in jail and I hope you get the death penalty once 2027 arrives, you fucking nuisance.
Alright. Thank you, Aurora. You may return to your seat. Would anybody else like to call themselves to the stand?
I'd like to call myself to the stand.
And me as well.
Okay. I'll let Corey read next, and then it will be Bob Ilson's turn. So Corey, what would you like to tell us about Bailey?
Well, what I can remember about Bailey is that he shot my leg 3 months ago. Thanks to him, I had to stay in a wheelchair and I wasn't able to walk. And when it happened, I was crying in pain and then my 2 best friends Peter and Lainey had to take me to the hospital real quick. So yeah, that's the side of my story. And here's my final words to Bailey. Bailey, if you are hearing me, I hope you get the death penalty once 2027 arrives.
Okay. Thank you, Corey. Next up, Bob Ilson. So Bob, what can you tell us about Bailey?
To be honest, the musket that Bailey had in its hands was mine. And yes, I have a license to use it since I like going hunting. And then, Bailey had to go as far as to steal it without asking me to use, and went as far and shot Corey's leg with it. And now, here are my final words to him. Bailey, I hope you suffered behind bars and I don't regret disowning you since you became a maniac and a psycho. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you, Bob, or should I say, Mr. Ilson. Mr. Speaker, have you reached a verdict?
We have reached the verdict, Your Honor.
What's your verdict?
Guilty.
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 Bailey, you have been found guilty for all of the crimes you're charged of. You are hereby sentenced to life in prison.
What? Life in prison? No. Please. I'm sorry. I promise I will change for the better.
Too bad. The damage has been done. Police, take him.
Well folks, since Bailey has been sentenced to life in prison, we are cheering by eating some of my bar-made burgers. And one question, how do they taste?
They taste really good, Dad.
Peter's not wrong there. These burgers you made taste really good, Mr. Gilson. Thank you so much for inviting us over to celebrate that Bailey is finally locked up for good.
I agree with Lainey. And also, I hope that Bailey gets the death penalty once 2027 arrives.
Yeah. And if that happens, we will celebrate it, big time. Face it, he doesn't deserve an 18th birthday next year nor a summer break this year.
I agree. Oh, and Dylan has texted me that they all arrived at Five Guys, and that he also told me that Luigi Fan 2006 and Half Air 93,294 will be joining them as well.
Good. I'm pretty sure that they all will celebrate that Bailey is finally sentenced to life in prison.
You're not wrong, Eleanor. I'm pretty sure they'll do.
Well everyone, we did it. Bailey has finally been sentenced to life in prison.
Finally, that was the moment I was waiting for. That fucking bozo deserves it for all of the crap he has caused. Hell, he doesn't deserve a summer break nor an 18th birthday.
You're not wrong, Liam. I hope he gets the death penalty once 2027 arrives, and if that happens, we'll celebrate it, big time.
Yeah! I just wish that it happens already. I won't forget that he assaulted me 2 months ago.
And if I ever see that Bailey again, I'll knock the shit out of him.
Same here, Lucy, and me as well.
But for now, let's just cheer that he is locked up behind bars forever.
That's the spirit, Ralph. That's the spirit.
You said it, man.
But I hope he doesn't escape jail.
Same here, Melanie.